What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my review of Mortal Kombat 2021. Now, first of all, I just gotta say, I've played the games back in the day. I've not played any of the recent games. I don't know the lore. So this movie, I was going in with a fresh mind. I wanted to be surprised because I don't know the lore of the game. I don't know the backstory of everything. I know it's concerning a tournament, but that's it. I know some of the characters, but really I went into this movie expecting just to be surprised by whatever the movie offers me. And I gotta say, I came out of it with mixed feelings. This movie at times is so excellent. And then at times it just does not hit the mark. And at times it just takes these turns just for the sake of something needs to happen, and that's that. There are also sometimes things happen and you're like, okay, well, that scene is not needed at all. Now, the best part about this movie is the relationship between Sub-Zero and Scorpion. And I do feel like that the movie just should have maybe revolved around those two and a certain few characters, other characters, and I think that's it. Because the story that's there, even though it's not shown as much, it's intriguing, even more intriguing than what we're actually watching on screen. Whenever they're on screen, they're used in a very little manner. They're more in the back. You hear about them and you see them at times, but it really does not revolve around them, but you always have the feel of them in the back. And that story that you hear from other characters and or the film kind of shows you in bits at times is really interesting. That's the story that I would have preferred watching. And this start, I'm just gonna say that the fight scene and the emotional impact that happens, it was excellent. I mean, the first 20-25 minutes, you are locked in a way that you're like, your mind is telling you it's a 10 out of 10 kind of a movie. And it's the same thing that you feel towards the end, the last 35 to 40 minutes, where it's the action is bang on, the choreography is bang on, the set pieces and all are bang on. So it's the movie in the middle that's trying to set up this story and rules. That's where the film, I think, really lags, because that's also the time when a lot of the fight scenes are not really well done. At times, there really are times you feel like people are just doing moves and they're doing 1-2 takes, but it doesn't feel like a natural fight. Whereas that first 20 minutes or so, the fight between certain characters, and the end, there's a lot of fights going on at the same time. You're like, wow, these are some amazing fights. And the start, that was an amazing fight. What happened in the middle? So I do feel like at times I don't know what the movie was really thinking of doing when you have these two sections that are brilliantly done, and then there are sections that just go on and on just for the sake of going. For example, there's this one scene, and it's concerning a barrier that needs to be put down where they're training. Now, you would think in a place like that, the barrier would exist anyways. But then something happens and you're like, okay, well, this happens. Why didn't this just happen before if the door was just kind of open to anyone who can arrive there? Like you didn't need that scene. That was like what, 5 minutes or so that could have just easily cut off, and they could have just shown that, oh, that barrier exists there throughout because it's a place for training. So it's sometimes decisions like that, and sometimes you think like, oh, this enemy or so is gonna be such a badass fight and all, and then the choreography comes in and it's like it's not as interesting as you would think it would be, and it's like an easy battle, and you would think, oh, enemy like that would be like a boss fight, like the one of the final boss fights, and it would be a hard one to beat. So it's that unevenness that actually really keeps this movie away from being great. And for that reason, I give this one a 6 out of 10. In my opinion, I do think there is a lot of good in it. It's just at times the unevenness really keeps it from getting its full potential. Again, as I said, I do wish that they should have just focused on Scorpion and Sub-Zero's story and their relationship, and maybe added a few more characters to set up the tournament, because this film really does that. It sets up the tournament. It's not really the tournament yet, so it's probably going to be in the next movie or so. So that's my take on it. What did you all think about it? Leave a comment below. Let me know. Again, no spoilers in the comments, please. But yeah, if you want like a general idea of things, if you want to let me know of anything, you're more than welcome to let me know in the sense. But don't spoil the story, because if the second one is happening, I want to go in, and get surprised by it. So yeah, other than that, I want to say thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you like this review, there are a whole lot of others on the channel. And yeah, take it easy, take care, and I will catch you all soon. Until then, ta-da, AK out.